Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be focused on link building strategies for SEO. So link building has changed drastically over the years. It used to just be, build as many links as possible, but now it's all about building quality links and building natural links. So I want to kind of go over something real quick that recently happened. So October 3rd, this is the Webmaster Central Help Forum. So a lot of people come here, ask questions about Google, ask questions about SEO. So this person asked the question, I have a site, abc.com, another subdomain, and then they say, if I make some quality links for blog.abc.com, does it increase the root domain? So underneath here, John Mueller, I think I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's Mueller or Miller. He came here and just says, if you're making quality links to your site, then that would be considered against our webmaster guidelines. And by that, those links would definitely not be considered quality. So what he means by that, and he actually doubled down on it. He came, on October 7th, I believe he doubled down. Barry Schwartz covered this on seroundtable.com. So it says Google's John Mueller defends his making links against guideline statement. So basically, what he's saying is if you're going out and making links right here, so it says if you're going to a website and let's say the old thing was you'd go to all these directory websites and you try to add your links there or you try to leave blog comments and different things like that. So I think what he's saying here is don't go do those things. The best types of link building come naturally. So if you're going out to websites to build links and it's not a natural link back to good content, then it's really not going to help you and it's actually going to hurt you in the long run. So with that being said, I want to get into my 4 link building strategies that I use still. It's changed drastically over the years. It used to be much easier. I remember the first website I built, I created probably 10, 15 pages of content and I went out and built hundreds and hundreds of links and I was ranking, within a week basically. So now if you do that, your website gets penalized. So the second part of the video is going to go over the 4 link building strategies that I still use. So these are going to be the only 4 link building strategies I use. They should be relevant for 2018, 2019, probably and beyond, because there's nothing you're doing wrong here. So the whole goal is to kind of build quality content and then get people to link for it. So here's kind of the 4 strategies I use. The big thing is link building has changed. So the Google Penguin update, if you've been doing search engine optimization long enough, you remember that. So many websites engaged in Black Hat link building. It kind of stunk that one day overnight they basically just penalized a bunch of websites that were doing things that worked. Even though it kind of, it made sense at the time because there was a lot of websites with poor content that ranked well because they had so many links. You could recover from that. You just had to basically build better links and create better content. But on October 3rd, like I just said, John Mueller advised against manual link building, so I would highly recommend just not doing it at all. I wouldn't go out and create links. It's just I've never found success for it recently, and I think you have more success getting natural links back to your website. So my 4 link building strategies: one is quality content, 2 is taking that quality content, repurposing it, 3 using content marketing strategies like building an email list and sharing it there, building your social media pages, sharing it there, and 4 is guest blogging. So, first is quality content. So, the number one thing that's going to get you backlinks is quality researched content. If you use, statistics, you use great images, you use expertise, you use examples, real things that can kind of say, okay, here's if I'm creating this for link building, the best thing I would do is say, hey, here's the 3 strategies that drive you the most results, and here's data to back that up. If you have that type of content, which is very difficult to create, you're going to get more links. So the whole thing is solve problems and get more links. So just whatever you're writing about, you have to think about, okay, how do I solve this problem for somebody, and how do I get somebody to link back to me? And there's certain depending on the website you have, the niche you're in, it's not always as easy to get backlinks. In marketing, it's a lot easier because people will write an article and they'll, put 20 different links, outbound links in their article. So you have a good chance if you write a good article that's related to that to get, one of those links. But if you're in a different niche, it's not as easy. So quality research content is so important. You might have to create, professional type research content that you pay for, that you publish online for free, that people are going to share. So it's just one option. This is really the best way to get shares. I mean, my YouTube channel gets the most shares because people will take my videos, embed them on their own websites, just share them on social media, share them on their website. So that's always helpful for me. And the reason people do it is because they find quality in it. So the next thing is to repurpose content. So, here, let's say you have an article, one keyword, you're ranking for a few keywords, let's say, one thing you could do is, let's say you have a YouTube channel, you create an accompanying video that goes along with that article. You can create an infographic. So infographics get shared like crazy, and they generally will link back to your website. So if you create articles, one thing you could do is create an infographic that goes along with it. And all you need to do is you can go to a website like Fiverr.com and get people to create infographics for you, like under 20 bucks. And if you're getting backlinks and you're getting people coming onto your website, you should be able to make that money back within no time. One other thing is to create an accompanying checklist or guide. So for me right here, let's say the only 4 link building strategies I use. If I put this as an article on my website, I create an infographic that goes along with it. I add more text as part of the article. I upload my transcript to this video. And let's just say I create a checklist that you can just easily share, you could easily download, everything like that. Creating more shareable content like that is going to get you more shares. So if you just put out, let's say, 500-word article, decently researched, decent article, not anything groundbreaking, people are not as likely to link to it as they are if you say, okay, here's my article, I have actual statistics to back it up. I have other types of content, to go along with this article, like a video. One thing here is recording a podcast. So one strategy that I know people use is they'll basically do a live stream video. They record that as a podcast at the same time. So you're able to basically put your live stream video out onto different social networks as it's happening. And then you record the video and you record a podcast. So now you have 3 different types of content. You have a live stream, you have a podcast recorded, and you have a video recorded. So if you upload all of that, and let's say after you're done, you upload all that, and you also create an article on your website that kind of brings it all together, links to all those different things, you're going to get shares. I mean, it's a lot of time to do, but if you spend if you do that once or twice, let's say 2 to 3 times a week, you do that type of thing, you can easily create shareable content. And as long as you're continuing to be consistent, it's going to help people find you. It's going to help people, continue to share the things you do, and especially get backlinks. So ultimately, your goal is to get people to say, okay, this is so good that I need to put this on my website. I need to make sure that my website visitors see this. And things really have to be good, for someone to take that next step. So 3 is content marketing strategies. So building a social media audience, building an email list. It's one of the best things to do, because if you let's say you put out your content and right away you're able to get 20 shares from people, on Twitter, on Facebook, there's going to be other people that see your content, and the engaged audiences that are sharing your content are going to continue to amplify it, and then people are going to see it, and people are more likely to be able, more likely to link to it because they're going to be able to find your website. So building these audiences is so important. And the other thing you'll find is there's going to be, this small percentage of your audience, let's say 5-10%, and they're going to be the people that consume your content first. They're going to always share it. They're going to leave comments on it. They're going to engage with you. And you know what? They probably have websites, and a lot of times they're going to link back to you. So every now and then I got emails from people that say, hey, really enjoy your videos. I would love to share them on my own website. What's the best way to do it? And I tell people all the time, just, use the YouTube embed link. I'm always happy with that. If that's the best way to help me. And also, if you find the content useful and it helps your own content, then I'm happy with that as well, because it's perfect for both of us. So the next and last thing is going to be guest videos, blogging, podcasting, and really relationship building. So if you start, networking with people within your niche, you're going to be able to get more backlinks, because those people are going to be, invested in your content, interested in the things you're doing. The other thing is that, appearing on guest videos, appearing on guest blogs, appearing on podcasts as a guest is a great way to get backlinks, because people are going to link back to your business, because you have expertise in a certain niche, and by being a guest, people are going to say, hey, here's how you can find this person. So I know one podcast, Entrepreneur on Fire, every episode they do, they link to the website of the person on their website. They link to the website of the person on their podcast description. So really all these different places you're able to get links back to your website. And it's all because you're appearing on things and you're offering your own expertise. So this is one of those things where kind of as you build, it's one of those strategies that you can use more, but you really want to start with this strategy, go to this strategy, go to this strategy, and this is your fourth and final strategy. So when you're kind of in this area, you've probably already gotten some backlinks, you probably are already getting search engine traffic, and you're kind of building. So don't be afraid to reach out to people and just say, hey, I'd love to be a guest on your podcast. Here's what I do. Here's why I think I'd be a good fit. Thank you. It's that simple. The worst thing that happens is to say, hey, we have too many guests at this time, or they don't answer you. But especially guest blogging too. There's always good blogs that are looking for people that can write their expertise on there, and in return you get a link back to your website, which helps your website grow in search engine. So link building is still really important. It's just changed. So you need to kind of create more natural links through your content where people are deciding to link to you and not where you decide that they link to you. So a big thing used to be going to edu websites because there was all these different just any college, it's arizona.edu, and they would have a blog on their website, and people would go and leave all sorts of comments on there. They try to get backlinks, they try to write their own blog posts and just get backlinks on edu websites. It's not really the way to do it. At one point that worked well, but now what you're trying to do is, for me as a marketer, one of the best things that happens with me is I write content or I do something and someone like Neil Patel links back to me because his website is huge. He has so many backlinks, and if he's willing to link to my content, which he has a few times, it's first off, it's a great thing when you see it come up, and then the other thing is that the content you're creating was good enough for somebody in the industry to recognize and link back to. So that's the whole goal here. Link building is still really, really important. You just can't do it, manual anymore. You need to be an expert in what you do, create shareable content, and create a great user experience, and people are going to share your content. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We're going to be creating more search engine optimization content moving forward to go along with some of our, PPC, Google AdWords. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, and thanks again for watching our video.